I missed my anatomy class. I overslept, which is why I'm in pajamas. Okay. No, that's not a good place to start. Sorry, I'm not better looking. Look at my hair. You know what, you guys? I watch other card readers on here, and I feel like they actually, get dressed for this. Put on a bra, do their hair, wear makeup. And I'm like, hey, y'all, greetings from my bed, where I just woke up from. Maybe that's my thing. Maybe that's my thing. I don't know. You know what? I should show you. I'm doing a money spill right now. The last time I did this, I shit you not, I just realized it tonight too, because I was looking for my little charm that I did with it. And you know what? If that kind of intentional energy work freaks you out, too bad, so sad for you. Because when you pray, it's the same thing. I'm basically praying and doing a ritual. I really am accepting of all religions, and I love religion. When I was a young girl, I actually wanted to be a nun. It's always been something that has intrigued me and been very close to my heart. So if you're one of those judgy kind of people, you can just keep it moving. Go find another person to watch. Anyway, the last time I did this, I had written it down what I did, and I had only asked for $1,000. Well, I actually received about $3,000. A little glitch though. The universe is tricky because it cannot differentiate from certain things, because the universe doesn't have the same problems we do. So while I did ask for $1,000 and the universe delivered about $3,000, a certain amount of that, a lower amount, I'm not going to say the amount because it would give it away to certain people, was a loan. So I'm like, no, yes, no loans. And also I always make sure to say, and it harm none, or come to me safely, or no ill will on its way, kind of a thing, because I'm not trying to get insurance money in an accident kind of a thing. I want it there's a lot of stuff out in the universe just floating around unclaimed. I'm trying to get some of that. I'm not trying to take from anybody. So yeah, and I've actually included 5 other people this time in my little charm that I've done. So yeah, I'll show you real quick. I think it's really cute. Oh, I don't know if you can see. We'll have to check that later. Hopefully you can see it. But I know my setup is ghetto. I swear. Someday I'll have a real setup and a table and a background and everything. But anyway, so I overslept, missed my anatomy class. Super disappointed in myself, especially considering I emailed my professor today apologizing for leaving early on Monday, because I had a lot of pain. I have stomach issues from having surgery last year and getting really sick earlier this year. And so I was in a lot of pain, and I was falling asleep in class in addition to that, and so I had to leave early. And she specifically said, if you leave before 9 p.m., my class goes till 9:20, you're getting a tardy. And she really frowns upon that, because it's a really intense class, and of course my stupid ass has to leave at 8:20. So I was really ashamed. I was embarrassed and ashamed. So I emailed her to apologize and then tell her no, we couldn't get the required material because the bookstore was sold out. And I promised that wouldn't happen again, and then I just overslept. But I was looking into a different class because she had mentioned that they had Saturday classes. That actually works way better with my work schedule, because I've been having to leave early to take care of stuff. And not that, I have a problem putting my education before my job. exactly, even though my job is my, how I live, but I really do like to be at work as much as I possibly can. I don't even know why, because I basically go there to use the computer. Because my boss doesn't want me to work from home. And I don't have a reason why. I drive an hour to an hour and a half just to use the computer. Most days. I don't personally understand it. And I don't even see anyone most days. Like, I'm just, like, there alone in my office. Like, I'm pretty sure most people don't even realize I'm there. Oh, how funny. The card is set healthy boundaries. I don't think I need any more boundaries. I need to, like, lower the boundaries. I need to, like, open the boundaries so people can come see me. Anyway, I don't even know why. I'm just babbling at this point. Okay, sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to work on that. So, okay, today's readings. Anyway, I promised myself I would do a reading every day if I could, just to get in the habit of reading. I'm going to look into trying to think of different subject matters. Today I wanted to do some kind of spiritual guidance. I'm going to do 4 different readings regarding spiritual guidance. So you have 4 to choose from. 1, 2, 3, or 4. I will put the timestamps down below so you can just jump to whichever one you want once you're done listening to me and my bullshit. You know what? Excuse me. We're going to do 3. 1, 2, 3. Pick from 3. I forgot because I'm going to pull a spirit animal card. I'm trying to get used to these spirit animal oracle card. I'm trying really hard to get used to these. I'm not to where I can do a full reading off of them yet. For me, they don't give enough information, or they don't resonate enough with me for me to pull like scenarios out of them. I don't look at them and see a situation or like a scene, I guess, is kind of what you see in them. But they do give like a little enhancement, and especially for like a spiritual guidance reading, I thought that would be really good. So if you are struggling out there, or you just want maybe to know if you're going in the right direction, or if your spirit guides or guardian angels, you see clearly now, that's what we got. Or if your spirit guides or angels, whatever you believe in, if they have any messages for you, then pick 1, 2, or 3 intuitively, and then just jump to it down below, and then we'll get into it. So, to begin, we're going to start with our Queen of the Moon Oracle. Y'all. Why did I just throw my cards and now I have to go find them? Oh my god. Okay. Pile number 1, Under the Roses by Lenormand. Queen of the Moon's going to be number 3 because I'm going to have to edit that out. And to be quite frank, I don't know how to edit anything yet. So I'm still learning. Basically, when I make these videos, when I do the start and the stop, all I do is hit the little plus sign and it puts it together for me. And that's why you can see me like reaching over for the camera. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to cut the video. I don't got time for that yet. I'm hoping I will. Okay. Spiritual guidance, group number 1, Under the Roses. What's my QOB, I guess? Group number 1, Under the Roses, spiritual guidance. What's going on with them? What messages do we have for group number 1, spiritual guidance spread? Group number 1, spiritual guidance spread. Okay. So group number 1, the basis of the reading is that you feel that you are facing insurmountable obstacles. You feel that you are at the base of a mountain. You have a huge hill to climb, a huge obstacle ahead, a huge challenge. You're not sure how you're going to overcome this. Clarification for the desire. The desire has something to do with a woman you love, possibly a woman you love in a romantic type setting, or she's just very dear to your heart, like a mother that you really adore. It's a woman that you really adore. You hold her dear to your heart. I literally just said that. The locket to me is holding someone dear to your heart. Even a grandmother, maybe. Any problems you're having, I don't know if this woman is sick, if she's dying, if she's depressed. What you need to understand that you're not aware of, I think someone in the family's having a baby, or this is so presumptuous of me. I'm so sorry. I feel so uncomfortable doing this, but maybe you're having a baby, or, you know, your partner's having a baby. There's a new baby coming. It could even be puppies, you know, like baby animals. It could be the birth of something new also. Like you know when someone starts a business and that becomes their baby. So while something is ending, and it's kind of like the ending that you're experiencing, it's like something is being taken from you. It's something that you don't want to let go of. You feel like beauty, it's something beautiful is being killed. That's a terrible thing to say, but that's the feeling that it's giving you. But what you should do in this situation, clarification, what you should do in this situation, you need to go to the people who ground you, who are part of your foundation. So for a lot of people, that's their family, and specifically a male figure, either someone that you are romantically involved with, or somebody who is very tender with you. It could be someone young also, like for example, this card that I'm looking at, it's a young man holding a rose. So for me personally, that would probably be someone like my nephew. I'm really close with my nephew. He's very sensitive and young, but he's also very loving. But this could also be, you know, like how also I'm thinking of like your grandpa. You know, with your grandpa, he's so tender with you. He makes you feel very safe, innocent, things like that. But you need to go back to your home base, and the best way to do that, clarification, I do see like schools, so I'm seeing like a group of people. Wow, okay. You need to really stay away from people who are giving you negative information or lies, flat out lies, gossiping. People who are also elusive, people who come to you and you think that they're there for you, but then when you go to reach out for them, they're suddenly not, like a fair weather friend. I repeatedly keep getting the cross. It's a black cross with roses growing around it. That's, for me, this is the death card. So I really am sorry if someone in your family is going through something to where they may pass away, or they have just passed away. But in the spiritual guidance or any special messages like from spirit, we have the stars. So that's wishes coming true, but it's also the divine. You're not alone, and if this person passes, they're not really gone. They're still with you. You're closer to the divine than you think you are. It's still next to you. It's still with you. It surrounds you. It's way bigger than this life. It's expansive. It's all around you all the time. The outcome of this situation is the anchor. You are actually going to come out of this situation much more grounded than you are right now, much more mature, a more skilled sailor, and may even put down roots. Can I have another card for outcome? Okay, regarding going back to this person who may feed lies or may be elusive, you do need to be aware of this person, even in the future. I don't know. I don't trust myself when I do this, but so what I have here is I have sneaky people, manipulative people, and I have secrets coming out or people trying to hide secrets. And what this tells me, in line with everything else, really what I'm thinking is probably someone's going to die, and then you have all the, all the really greedy, negative, lying people coming out fighting for whatever that this person has, or telling lies about different people in the family. You know how death tends to bring out the worst in people, or sickness brings out the worst in those around them, when there's materialistic things to be had. In moments like that, that's not what you need. Those aren't the kind of people you need. Can I have some advice, some other advice? Okay, I'm not taking 10 cards. I'm really sorry. I know you tried, but okay, some advice for this person. Like some happy advice. Let's be positive. An older gentleman coming in. Okay. It's a bunch of people. A woman nostalgic for her love, a young, middle-aged woman, nostalgic for love. And it will happen quickly. I guess the advice is to write down the events that are going to be happening, who's doing what, keep a detailed log, a detailed journal of everything that's going on, and why should this person do this? You need to keep a detailed log of everything that's happening because of the sneaky people. We have the fox, because of the sneaky people coming in trying to raid the hen house. I'm wondering if you're going to need this, maybe in some kind of a court hearing. And you're really the only person who can do this, I think, because you're outside. You're kind of on an island by yourself, and you're the only logical person in this situation who has a clear enough head to see what's really happening. And I have the death card again. So it is regarding a death. Someone has passed or will pass. And you're really going to miss them. It's the ring, but it's this person. It's your love. You're missing the person you love. Possibly a husband. And I see the child card again. Joy. Joy is coming in, though. There's that baby again. Maybe you're gonna be a grandma. Maybe you're gonna be an auntie or an uncle. So even though something is ending, one life ends, another begins. So this was a really deep one. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I mean, I'm so happy for you for your new, the new life coming in, but I'm so sorry about everything that you're gonna have to go through. But keep a level head, keep a record, and everything's gonna be okay. Let me pull a spirit animal card for you and just see what's gonna come out. These are really big. Spirit animal card for group number 1. Owl spirit, you can see clearly now. Remember, I was saying you're the only person out of that group of people that's going to see everybody for what they are and to see everything that's happening clearly. So, wisdom, having the crown, you're the chosen one. You're going to have to be the one to do this. Okay. So that was group number 1. Group number 2, we're going to do Wisdom of the House of Night cards. Okay, spiritual guidance for group number 2, please. Spiritual guidance for group number 2. Spiritual guidance reading for group number 2. Whoa, we're not starting yet. Come on. Spiritual guidance for group number 2. Alright, group number 2. You have a choice to make. It looks like you are leaning towards the lighter path, the path of light. You do have a very tempting offer though, but I would suggest against it. It seems like it's more materialistic based, you know, like one of the 7 sins kind of based, like gluttony, lust kind of a thing. And then you have a higher divine, more pure type of choice. Maybe that might be harder, but I do recommend taking that one. You're leaning towards that one anyway. What is the desire behind this, making that choice, is an oath that you have made to somebody close to your heart. Clarification. The thing holding you back, though, is it's a reminder. You're being reminded of something. It's something like something nagging at you, saying, don't forget, like, you owe me. And it's actually because you feel obligated to, I don't know if it's some type of entity. So it could be like a group of people, a club, a family, your own household. It says House of Night, which is this deck, but I don't know anything about this deck, so I really couldn't tell you anything about it. Initially I was thinking like games, but I don't know what y'all have going on, and I don't know anything about anything like that. But that's kind of the feeling I got. You know how like when you try to get out of a gang and they're like, hey yo, like you owe me, or like you're mine for life kind of a thing. That's the feeling I got. And all right. Next up we have, but the truth of the matter that you don't really know about is that you are in this choice you're going to make, or currently you're in a place of healing. You are actually alone. You actually don't owe these people anything, or this group anything. And you need to heal, and you're in a place of healing anyway. You're not actually obligated to whoever it is you think you are. So you need to be strong, hold your own, be like a tree. Don't be swayed by the winds. Don't be swayed by threats. You need to take the risk for whatever you'd like. You need to take the risk. You need to hold steady in your mind, and that's going to help you maintain your own strength, is being strength in your own convictions, in your own belief system. You need to also, the advice that your spirits are giving you is to have high self-worth. That's going to help you be strong in this situation and to make the right decision, because you're worth it. Maybe you came from a place where you thought that you weren't worth much, but you are. And you've learned that since then, but sometimes we tend to forget, or we tend to revert back to how we felt when we were younger, just because it's like our default. And then it's really interesting because the outcome is differences. It's a black and white cat, and they're actually getting along. You know how like sometimes you have two cats and they're brother and sister, like in the house, you just say your brother and sister. And at the beginning of the reading, the whole basis of this is choices, and it's basically an angel with a white wing and a dark wing. I'll show you. So this card is the whole basis of the reading, and this card is your outcome. So it looks like the whole basis of the reading is you feel very divided, but the outcome is that no matter what you choose, really, it's bringing the two together to live in harmony. Can I have some clarification on the outcome, please? And it's funny that in the bowl it's apples and oranges too. And then the fledgling. Fledgling is a little bird. I want to say it's a blue jay, but I'm not entirely sure. I had a little fledgling once. I rescued it, but it's like a little baby bird. It's learning how to eat, how to fly. So that could be you. You are the fledgling, or it just could be the situation. These two conflicting, opposing viewpoints or opposing opposite ends of the spectrum coming together, learning how to coexist. This woman, she in the photo, she really loves this little bird though. So whatever it is, you really love it, and you're going to nurture it in these two opposing aspects, and you're going to make sure that they come together. Can I have another, like, I don't know, some advice or something for group number 2, please? Just a little something extra for them. Confidence. Have confidence in yourself. And that's exactly what it was telling you earlier. How about a spirit animal card? Do we have any other advice for group number 2? Something to send them on their way? Chameleon spirit, act as if. Have you ever heard the saying, fake it until you make it? I say that a lot, and actually I did that a lot, and I do that a lot. Sometimes I don't feel confident. I don't feel, I don't feel like speaking up in class, or, I don't know what I'm doing all the time, but I come in and I, try to hold, not all the time, but I'll come in, I'll try to hold my head up, and I fake it till I make it, kind of a thing, and it works. It really does, or at least it helps you feel a little more centered, a little more like you belong there. And eventually, the whole secret is none of us know what the hell we're doing. I don't care what anybody says. I mean, unless you're like an expert in the field, but most of the time in life, we don't know what the F we're doing. We're all just there doing the best we can, trying to figure it out. And the best way to get through it is to help each other out. And I think with that differences card, I think that's what that's saying. So I'm going to stop the video so I can go collect my other cards so I can finish the third part of the reading. Okay guys, I'm back. Alright, cards collected. Wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Alright, group number 3. Spiritual guidance for group number 3. Sorry, my energy has been so crazy today. I felt so out of it. I feel very uncentered. Spiritual guidance for group number 3. Spiritual guidance for group number 3. Spiritual guidance for group. Okay. Alright. Okay, group number 3. The basis of this is you are hiding behind something. You do not feel that you are able to come forward. I don't know what it's regarding, but you are watching like this. You don't feel comfortable enough to come out and to display yourself, to display your intentions, to display your desires yet. The reason for that, though, is really interesting. It's because you're trying to actually hold on to your own power. You feel threatened that if you do show how much you are capable of, I don't know what the result will be, but you're afraid of showing how much you're capable of. How interesting. Clarification. It's telling me that I'm just going to talk, okay? I'm sorry. Sometimes they don't make sense to me. Maybe they'll make sense to you. It's telling me that the whole problem is that you feel very empty inside. You feel like there's nothing, like you are. Maybe you are nothing, or you have nothing to offer. But at the same time, you feel very expansive. You feel very much like a good person, and like you have very good intentions for everybody. But what you are not aware of is that this darkness that you feel that you are in, almost like a dark night of the soul. Look that up regarding Mother Teresa if you have never heard of that. By the way, dark night of the soul, nobody can really help you with that. I don't want to contradict what some people believe, but dark night of the soul is like extreme. It's a very serious thing, and unless you've really been in it, don't take it lightly. It's hard. It's a very spiritually hard thing to go through. It's basically like a desert. You feel like God has deserted you. It's the ultimate test of your faith in something. And sorry, I have like crumbs. Mother Teresa, just to give you some background, Mother Teresa felt like she was in dark night of the soul for most of her life. I know she came into the church because she had felt the calling, but at some point while she was in there, she came into the dark night of the soul, and she felt very abandoned by God. She lost her connection. She didn't feel the connection anymore. She continued her work because she really believed in it, and she obviously stayed with the church because of her faith. But she didn't feel that connection with God. For a long time. I don't remember exactly how it went, like if she passed away, still feeling like she was in that valley, but I mean, this is a big deal. It doesn't have to last that long. I felt like I went through a dark night of the soul. That's why I'm pretty passionate about it. I mean, you go through this time where you feel so close and so connected, like it's like you're putting your hands out and it's just the whole universe, you feel everything. And then all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, but you go through something and then it's like you're all alone in a room, or, you're just all alone, like everything's gone. And you don't know where it went, you don't know when it's coming back, and then you wonder if it was even real to begin with. So that's kind of like Dark Night of the Soul. And it's an extremely depressing and just like soul-crushing thing to experience. It's really hard to describe if you haven't experienced it. But anyway, I'm rambling again. What you don't know that you need to understand is that you're actually on a new path. It's a brand new path, and you can't see where it's going because you're not meant to see where it's going. And you're on this path alone right now, but you're on a path. This has a purpose. And actually, the best thing that you can do for yourself right now is to find pleasurable things to do. Also, you need to vocalize how you're feeling. You need to have maybe some chakra clearing and focus on your throat chakra. You need to release. Maybe even on your, what is this one? Solar plexus, or is that your tummy? What's your heart chakra? Okay, Janet. All right here, you need to release. All of this, you need to release. And find pleasure. And the way to do that is to have faith, which I know if you are in a dark night of the soul, or if you do feel very alone, it's hard to have faith. Sometimes having faith is just continuing on regardless. Maybe you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You're like, I think I'm going nowhere, but you're still taking those steps forward. Sometimes that's all faith is. If that's all you can muster, that's all you can muster. And sometimes that's good enough, and that will get you there. And it's telling me, Spirit's saying you're being resistant. But whether or not, no matter how much you fight, you're going to get there. What's meant to be will be. Beauty is still being grown from you, regardless of your resistance. You can resist all you want. All you're doing is prolonging the inevitable. Clarification for spiritual guidance? Or additions, I should ask. That was pretty clear. You'll find your hunger again. It's going to come back to you. You got to let go of that fear. But you know what's funny? You're over here hiding because all this fear is happening, but it's under control. Can you see that? She has all these little birds. They're on leashes. It's all under control. Everything's under control. You have nothing to be afraid of. The outcome is acceptance. It's divine acceptance. So this goes back into, this is how you're feeling. But look it. You're not going to be alone anymore. You're not going to feel alone anymore. You're going to find your way. This always reminds me of David. Or not David. In the Sistine Chapel, God's on one side and man's on the other. That's what that card always reminds me of, that divine connection. You're going to get it back. Can I have another card? Just, I don't know, a little tidbit. I don't know what to call it. So, what I want you to do, I want you to center yourself, I want you to meditate. And then I want you to go in to your mind, use your third eye, and then I want you to think about all the things. These are your thoughts, these are your worries. But look at, you're powerful. You hold all the power, you hold everything you need. You just have to trust it. Which again, like I said, sometimes faith is just moving forward, not knowing where the fuck you're going. You just know you need to keep going in that direction. Okay, and then we're going to do a little, what are they called? Spirit Animal Oracle cards. Spirit Animal Oracle card for group number 3. Let's get some advice for them. Spirit Animal Oracle card for group number 3. We got 2. We have Watch Your Words, little parrot spirit. And then Buffalo Spirit, the abundant universe will provide. Remember we were talking about the throat chakra? And I said you need to let go? Apparently you need to do that in a nice way. And the abundant universe will provide. Maybe you're feeling lack right now. But like I said, the universe is going to come through. You don't have to worry. Just going to pull another card. Truth transcends illusion. I think that's a very hopeful card. I really like that one. I think that's a really good place to leave off. So I hope you guys enjoyed your readings. Comment down below. You know what, you guys? Can you give me some ideas for maybe stuff you'd like to see? Like questions you have, themes, topics. For me personally, I tend to do the same stuff over and over. I was thinking of doing the 12 zodiac signs, but I know everyone kind of does that. I don't have a problem with doing what everyone else is doing, but I don't know. Let's be creative. Do you guys have any questions? Anything you want answered? I really love timeless readings because you can come across it 5 years later, and it just so happens like, oh, I really needed that message right then and there. So, yeah, comment down below. Let me know. Don't talk shit on my rambling because I can't stop, okay? I am who I am. I am what I am. All right, thank you for watching.